book lovers! Today I'm doing my monthly wrap-up for May, and I'm not going to do TV and movies and food and stuff like I did last month because, first of all, I've got a lot of books to show you, and second of all, I didn't really do anything else but read and schoolwork. So, yeah, I didn't see any movies or anything. The only thing I could say is that I finished Series 6 of Doctor Who, which was really exciting, and, yeah. Books, lots of books. I have read 10 and a half, maybe 11 books this month. Maybe, because I'm filming this a few days early. So I'm not really sure if I will finish this last book or not. I would like to because it's really good, but I don't think I will because of stuff. So, yeah. So here are all the books that I read this month. I read all of these books this month. Jeez, and this is really heavy, so I'm going to put it down now. Okay, yeah. Number 1, The Pull of Gravity by Gay Polishner. It was like a quirky young adult contemporary novel. Somebody is basically dying and has asked this boy to do this thing for him, to find his dad. That's what it is. Okay, so, and then the boy meets a girl and they go and do the things. Yep. Number 2, Kissing Kate by Lauren Miracle. I'm making it my mission to read every young adult novel that Lauren Miracle has written because she's brilliant. Kissing Kate is about a girl whose best friend, who is also a girl, Kate, kissed her and then kind of freaked out about it. And so the girl is dealing with trying to figure out her own sexuality, and there you have it. And also like dealing with this like fallout from what happened with her friend, because her friend can't deal with it basically. So, yep. It was good because everything that Lauren Miracle writes is good. Number 3, Feathered by Laura Kashish. I don't know if that's how you say her name. There's a lot of letters in it, but she's brilliant. I can't really give you a summary of any of her books because it basically spoils things. They're always kind of like this mystery element and you just tension. There's a lot of tension in her novels and foreshadowing, and you just never know what is going to happen, but it's usually bad. Bad things happen in her novels, but they're so good. So good. So I will say that this is about 3 girls who go on a spring break to somewhere, spring break-ish, Cancun, I don't know, I'm not gonna look, but somewhere, and bad things happen. Number 4, Ask the Passengers by A.S. King. I've heard so many great things about A.S. King, and this is the first book I've read by her. This book is also about a girl dealing with her sexuality, but basically she's dating a girl. She's dating a girl and doesn't know if she's gay or if she just happens to like this girl. And honestly, I think I agree with that idea. I understand. That makes sense to me. So I'm cool with it. And this book was wonderfully, wonderfully written, and it was really sweet and, yep, good stuff. Number 5, Between the Lines by Jodi Picoult and her daughter Samantha Van Leer. Yep. This is so cool because I love Jodi Picoult's adult novels, and I guess her daughter came to her with this idea for a young adult novel, and she's like, well, you're gonna have to write it with me. So they did, and that's really cool. This is about a fairy tale. This girl finds this book, this like old fairy tale, and she loves it, and she reads it all the time, and she's obsessed with it, and she really likes the prince in the fairy tale. But then you see the prince's point of view in the fairy tale, and you see how, like when the book closes, all the people in the story get to like get up and live their lives, but they can't really escape their story, because then as soon as someone opens up the book, they'll have to run back and play their parts again, and he's just really trapped by that, and he wants out. And so, yeah, and one day, he realizes she can hear him, and so she helps him. It's such an original idea, and it's just super cute. It was so great. I loved it. Number 6, Fallen by Lauren Kate. This book has been on my TBR shelf for years, but it was good. I did not expect it to be so good because, well, I don't read a lot of paranormal romance, but the descriptions of them, so many of them sound exactly the same to me, like exactly the same, and that's why I don't really pick them up. But I really enjoyed this. I'm going to continue this series because it was really good. And I didn't tell you anything about what it's about. It's about a girl, see? And she is like thrown into this boarding school. Thrown into sounds like prison. Kind of is like prison, but she is forced to go to boarding school, and there's a boy, and she's like so attracted to him, but he just keeps blowing her off and like doesn't want anything to do with her, but then he's weird and stuff is weird, and paranormal romance. So, I mean, you know that he's not like a human boy. So there. Number 7, Falling for You by Lisa Schroeder. Her stepfather is abusive, and she starts dating this guy, but like immediately things go bad with him. He's kind of crazy. And then there's a friend that she has that she doesn't really notice at first, but come on. Okay, yeah, he's cute. Number 8, Teeth by Hannah Moskowitz. It's about this family that moves onto this island because there's all these legends that people get healed by living on this island. And the little brother in the family is sick, and nothing can cure him. Doctors can't cure him, so they move here, and they eat the fish. There's people that fish, and they sell the fish, and people eat the fish, and they get cured. But of course, it's not that simple, and the older brother is the narrator, and he meets this boy that is half boy, half fish, and it just complicates things. It complicates things, and this is a really, like, unique story. Just saying the description sounds a little bit crazy, but it's good, I promise. Number 9, 1,000 Words by Jennifer Brown. This just came out, and I had to have it. It's about a girl who sends a naked picture of herself to her boyfriend, and then they break up, and he sends it around, and pretty soon it's bad. Her and her boyfriend get arrested for child pornography, so there you have it. And number 10, All I Need by Suzanne Colasanti. This also just came out, and I had to get it because I have all of Suzanne's books. Romance, if you like romance, you have to be okay with that because these are just kind of, they're fluffy. They're fluffy, but there's nothing wrong with fluffy, so yep. And number 10.5, maybe 11, is Invisibility by Andrea Kramer and David Levithan. David Levithan is also a genius. I've said that before, but he is a freaking genius, and this is about a boy who is invisible because of a curse. He's been invisible his whole life. No one has ever seen him. His parents have never been able to see him, and all of a sudden he lives in New York where there's tons of people not seeing him, and all of a sudden this girl moves into his apartment and she can see him. So, yeah, it's so good, guys. It is so good. I'm only halfway through, and I can't wait to finish it, but I just don't know if I can get to that, like, right away. So that's all. That's all my books. I'm gonna see... books. Yay, books! I read a lot of books this month, and I am proud of myself. So there. So that's my stuff that I read this month. What did you guys read this month? Let me know in the comments. Okay, bye! Now go read.